Hello, my sewing friends. My name's Diana, and this is my sewing vlog, The Wandering Sewist, and today is another edition of #Friday Sews, where we talk a little bit about sewing and a little bit about life. Welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give me a thumbs up, and feel free to comment on anything that we talk about in the comment section down below. I love interacting with you in the comments. It really does make my day. If you don't know my story, I live in Prague in the Czech Republic, and I'm an American. My husband works for the US government, and we move around the world to different capital cities, and we move every 3 years. So it's really hard to create a community when you're constantly moving in service to the government. So I have my community on my YouTube channel. So welcome. I hope you stay and enjoy. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about sewing for the week. So this week, I got back from my trip to France on Sunday, and I have been very ill. While I was in France, I got ill. I'll talk more about that later. So I have spent a lot of the week resting, but I have started to feel better yesterday. So I started making some plans and getting things prepared for a couple of projects. And I want to talk to you about that. So the first project that I would like to make is from Kenneth Wong's So Beautiful book. Kenneth Wong is the designer behind Itch to Stitch. And she has the Palermo top and dress pattern in this book. So I would like to make the top. It's a peasant style top, just loose and flowy, and it has elastic around the neckline. And so it's over your head, easy. You put elastic around the cuffs of the sleeves. And so I like that because you can pull it up or down however you like. So what I want to do is I want to use this beautiful double gauze. I washed this last night and it's ready to cut hopefully today. This is a double gauze that I got in Africa when I did my big fabric shopping trip before I left South Africa, because fabric is so much cheaper in Africa. So I bought a bunch. Most of what you see behind me is stuff that I bought in Africa. So what I've decided to do with this is, even though I've gained a little bit of weight since I last sewed, I did sew this project before. I gained a little bit of weight, and so the sizing is a little bit snug. But what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to press this double gauze. I'm going to leave it wrinkly so that the little bit that I would have pressed out will be just a hint of ease that I need in this pattern. I'm reluctant to make things a bigger size just now because I am working on my health. And, as women, you know how it goes. If you're like me and you are a yo-yo, our sizes change regularly. So I tend to keep clothes in lots of different sizes. Yeah, it is a thing. I have a wardrobe in small, medium, and large, separate wardrobes. You understand if you're a yo-yo like me. So that's one of the projects I would like to make in the next couple of days. As I have said before, I am very short on tops. Just comfortable tops that I can wear with jeans as I'm going about my everyday life. I have a few, but they're getting worn, and I need more so that I can circulate around in my wardrobe. Okay, next I would like to make the bateau top from Friday Pattern Company. I'll put a photo here. It's just your basic t-shirt with more a boat neck neckline, but not so wide. Not so wide. So I'm going to, you remember my French fabric haul that I just shared with you on Tuesday? I'm going to use this jersey for the bateau top. Now I am vacillating about the neckband. Should I do a self neckband out of the same fabric, or should I get a contrasting solid like rib to use for the neckband? What do you think? I don't have any contrasting knit fabric that would go with this, so I would have to go buy some, which after my giant fabric shopping trip in France, that may not be the best idea for the husband. So that's what I plan on sewing over the next few days. Next, I want to catch you up a little bit on the wallets that I made before I left for my trip for France. So, you know, I made 7 wallets that I took to France. I will link up in the cards up above the video where I showed you all of the wallets that I made. And I wanted to take them and give them as gifts. And I did that with 6 of them. And the final one that I made with the rivets that had gone bad, I just decided to donate that one to charity. So I donated that one yesterday to charity. And so somebody in a charity shop can buy it for 50 cents and have a mediocre wallet. It's still pretty, but as you see in the video up above, I show you the rivets just didn't work quite right. So yeah, hopefully a charity here in Prague can make a little bit to help a homeless person, something like that. Before I move on too much further, I want to talk about what I'm wearing. What I'm wearing is a ready-to-wear dress that I got from a shop, the plus-size store in the U.S., not Lane Bryant, but the other one. You know which one I mean. I'll put it here. So, a couple of years ago when I had to go to Nevada for a family emergency, I didn't really pack a lot because it was, we had to leave quickly. We were in Africa at the time, and so we had to just throw what we could in a bag and just go. And I needed a dress, so I just picked this up at the shops while I was there. And I'm wearing it with this is the Hebrew letter Chai, which means life. And I've got these earrings in the National Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. years ago. So I'm just relaxing today. This is a very stretchy and comfortable dress. My haircut is starting to grow out, so I'm having to do things to make it calm down. My hair is naturally curly, so it tends to go a little bit crazy if it's not really tamed. So back to the wallets that I was making. I gave those out to friends and family in France, and they were very well received. People were very happy to receive something that was handmade. I got a lot of compliments on them, and several of the ladies that I gave them to said that I should be selling them on as a business. Okay, so let's talk about sewing as a business. Sewing as a business. When you take something you love to do as a relaxing hobby and you make it your full-time job, you may not find that thing that you love to do a relaxing hobby anymore. I'm afraid of that. Or it may become consume your entire life and you won't have time for anything else. I'm also afraid of that. because as a mom of 5, I would like, and a grandmother of 3, I would still like to have some time for mom life. And I'm a wife, and I have certain responsibilities because of my husband's work, like socially and things like that. So yeah, I don't know about starting a business while I'm still living abroad. It may be better when I'm back in the US in 5 years. Uh, Part of that problem with being abroad and having a sewing business is I would have to ship all of my products out of whatever country I'm in. And right now I'm in the Czech Republic, and I don't speak Czech, and I would have to use the local postal system, and I would have to ship internationally because Czech Republic's a small country. And if I had an online sewing business, of course, I would have to ship all over the world, or mostly back to the US. I can imagine all of my customers trying to pay the postal fees. And then you would also have the import duty fees. And I just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to customers I might potentially have. What I have thought about it doing is just making up a stockpile of things so that when I am in the US, I can already have a fully functioning, fully stocked shop and just open. I have thought about that before. Haven't gotten around to it, but I have thought about it. Okay, so that's it for sewing for this week. And next, let's shift over to life. So for life, while I was on my trip to France, I came down with a pretty serious infection. I had a very high fever for about 48 hours. And it started with a sore throat, and then came the fever. And then I started with congestion and coughing. Now, I am a lifelong asthmatic. And so when I start coughing, I start having problems with that. The asthma will start to get irritated. So I find that's been a problem over the last couple weeks trying to recover from the infection that I had when I was in France. Is the coughing is real, and it has been painful. The coughing is painful when my lungs get very congested. So, but I am getting better. It is every day getting less and less. So that's good news. Other things in life, the boys, my three children I have at home here with me, have been on a half-term break. So they go to a private British school here in the US, not in the US. We're not in the US. We're in Prague in the Czech Republic. So they go to a British school here in Prague, and in the middle of each trimester, they take a week off. So we took 2 weeks out of school to go to France, and then the third week has been their half-term break. So they've had this week to catch up and finish all the homework that was assigned to them during the 2 weeks that they were gone, which is good. And then Monday, they will head back to school full-time for the second half of term 1. So I'm excited about that, excited to be able to have the time to get all of my stuff done that I need to get done, because having the boys home with me has been a little bit time consuming because they're kids. You know, kids need mom for things. And today is Friday. Today is Friday, the 1st of November. And it's preparation day for the Sabbath for me. So what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day is I'm going to be making challah. And I plan on making some cinnamon rolls. I'm going to take half of the challah dough and make a challah loaf. And I'm going to take the other half of the dough and roll it out and make cinnamon rolls out of it, because it's a really nice dough. And then I plan on making a nice meal for my family. We're going to sit down and have some family time and enjoy a 24-hour rest. And then Sunday, I plan on getting back down here into the sewing room to take care of these two things. And that will be my week. So I hope that you have time to make something beautiful this weekend as well. If it's not a sewing project, maybe it's a different art form. I have found that art in all forms, musically, structurally, whatever art form that people engage in is it's therapeutic. If you know anything about my story, you know that I need therapeutic things. And I have found both music and sewing being extremely therapeutic. I am learning to play the piano. It has been a music therapy thing for me, and it's very good for your brain to learn to play a musical instrument. So I'm working on that as well. As a matter of fact, when I'm done filming here, I gotta go upstairs and do my practice. I try to practice an hour every day. So I will be going upstairs to my piano, which was formerly my daughter's piano, but now I guess it's mine because my daughter has passed. So I guess it's my piano now. And I'm the only one that really plays it. So there you go. Well, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you like this video, you might like this other one here. I hope you have a great weekend. I will post a few photos or videos at the end of this for you to enjoy of my trip to France. I'm trying not to do too much in each video, but please do click on this video and then enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye.
Stabile Seefahrt.